Our first guest tonight is an Emmy and Golden Globe winning actor you know from his work in The Big Lebowski, The Artist, and The Righteous Gemstones. He stars in The Conners, which returns January 13th on ABC. Please welcome back to the show our very good friend, John Goodman. John, how are you?
Swell. How you doing, Seth? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. I feel like this is the closest our haircuts have ever been.
Pretty much. I got a COVID-19 cut.
Yeah, same here, same here. I know you were in New Orleans for a long time. You're back in LA shooting The Conners now. How was your time in New Orleans?
That was great. I didn't want to leave. The streets were a little emptier than usual, but it was good to be home.
Obviously New Orleans known for its live music scene. Live music clubs are getting hit hard, very hard. You did a fundraiser on New Year's Eve. How do you feel about those live music venues? And do you have some favorites in New Orleans?
Yeah, I do, but they're really getting whacked, and it's been that way for a long time. And I met my wife at Tipitina's in like 1988, and she kind of thought I was a zombie. So I had a buddy of mine keep track of her, and we started dating a year later. I kind of stalked her real long distance.
But it's worked out, obviously.
So far, 31 years.
You guys are back doing The Conners. It's a show that's filmed in front of a live studio audience. You don't have one, I'm assuming.
Not anymore. We get a lot more done. No, we shoot it differently now. Those guys will laugh at anything, and it's kind of hard to time things sometimes.
I remember going to a show in the studio audience. Like, you really are sort of whipped into a frenzy by the warm-up comic, which is their job, and they do a very good job at it. But I can imagine sometimes it messes with comic rhythm.
Well, they're in this frenzy for hours, you see, and I guess they like to hear themselves on the playback when they watch it at home. But it's impossible to time anything.
Do you? Is it hard to generate the same performance level without an audience? Or are you guys finding it's okay?
It's okay, but we really got to think about it and remember that that's a whole nother energy level when you got people in the audience.
Yeah, we of course first met at SNL, which is a live studio audience that is not whipped into a frenzy in the same way that a sitcom audience is. I remember Norm Macdonald once said he thought it was the last true audience in television because you can just bomb on SNL like nowhere else.
Yeah, and it's weird when you watch it, when you're doing the show and you watch it played back, because the studio audience is a lot louder than they amplify it at home. So you could be doing all right, but it sounds like you just murdered somebody. The Conners is actually going to address the pandemic, which is no surprise. It's a show that has addressed real life issues, very modern issues, things up to and including even opioid addiction. Excuse me. Is it interesting to be doing a show that's sort of addressing issues in real time? Yeah, sure, because everybody brings their 2 cents into it, things they've experienced, and why pretend it's not there? I personally would rather have them let me solve crimes on the show.
You should. Have you ever solved a crime on a show?
I'd like to. I'd like to start doing that and at home as well.
Well, I feel like if you solved a couple crimes on your own at home, then they'd spin it into a TV show immediately.
If I talk to some guys about it first,
you were in one of my favorite shows from, I guess now 2 years ago. That's how time is moving. The Righteous Gemstones. I know you guys were going back to do a second season that got sort of waylaid by everything we're going through. That must be a fun show to do.
It's great. It just every day is a lot of fun. Working with some spectacular people, and the situations are great. It's going to be a doozy this year from what I'm reading. But we got there. I got my clothes out of the suitcase, the groceries in for getting ready to start work, and they canned us for 2 months, which turned into permanently.
I love Danny McBride, but Walton Goggins has been one of my long favorites, and I will say the feud between the two of you is just a delight to watch.
Yeah, he's terrific. He's just incredibly funny.
Exciting news was announced that you and Billy Crystal are going to be the voices for a Monsters, Inc. Television show.
That was a show that movie, I should say, came out so long ago. Is it exciting to come back to it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I haven't gotten to work with Billy in the same studio yet. That really gooses the energy because he's hard to keep up with.
Your daughter was very young when the first Monsters, Inc. came out. Did she, as she grew up, what of your work has she engaged with and enjoyed the most?
Not really any of them. So
No, not a Lebowski
Yeah,
fan.
there's the dance home again. You know. Yeah, a lot of kids. That's what they know me from. That voice.
And when they hear it, can you tell when a kid hears your voice and recognize it from that?
I know they recognize something. Something's wrong with this guy.
I mean, there could be any number of
Prove me
reasons
wrong.
they react that there's something wrong with you. You realize that. It might not just be that they recognize your voice from Monsters, Inc.
It's the same vibe. There's just gradations of it. You have to be aware
Well,
of that.
I'm gonna let you go because I know you have some crimes to solve in the house. John,
Thanks,
it's always a delight to see you. Thanks so much for being here.